Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of 5 Minute Gaming News, the show that may or may not be 5 minutes. Today in the news, with Dying Light 2 out, Techland is moving on to a fantasy RPG. In a tweet today, Techland posted about job openings to work on an open-world action RPG, and apparently the story is being headed by Carolina Stacra, one of the writers of the much-beloved Bloody Baron storyline from The Witcher Wild Hunt. Also on the team are other more CDP vets, as well as game designers from Deathloop, Horizon, and more. Honestly, it looks like a pretty great foundation to build whatever it is they're building, and I look forward to it, because even though Dying Light 2 didn't have that great of a story, everything else about the game I love. And so if you get like a good story foundation and keep that spirit of open world, just kind of wacky adventure fun, this could be a great one. In other news, a few months back, if you remember, all of the information about the top earners on Twitch was leaked in a hack. But in that, investigators discovered something pretty crazy. And there's an update on that story. If this is the first time you're hearing about it, let me take you on a wild ride. So back in October of 2021, Twitch was hacked, and all the earnings of the top streamers around the world were released to the public. But out of that, something very interesting was discovered, that several streamers with relatively low viewership were cashing out large sums of money, some nearly $2,000 a day. At the time, many people noticed this, and soon investigations began on this interesting little bit of data, and it revealed that several of these big earning Twitch channels were in fact money laundering stolen credit card funds. Basically, some dudes in Turkey were using stolen credit card data to buy bits, then funnel those bits to channels on Twitch, who then, one would assume, once they get their Twitch payment, cash out the thieves with a percentage of that money. In the beginning of the year, several arrests occurred in Turkey, but authorities mentioned they were not done. And today, we have video proof of that. Over on Reddit, video of Twitch money laundering suspects in Turkey being arrested was released online. And this brings me to my question to you. How does Twitch, in your eyes, stop something like this from happening? Is it possible? Can they manage what goes on Twitch with so many users? Over the weekend, we saw this terrible shooting at the market, and that was streamed on Twitch for 2 minutes before it was taken down. How do they control stuff like this? Do you think it's possible? Or do you think they're always gonna be playing catch up to things like money laundering or other crimes, or just even more mundane things like a nipple? Like, if Twitch can't stop the average user from abusing the system, how is it possible that they can stop and control all these other things without a major crackdown, which I think would anger the average user? I would love to know what you think in the comments below. Let me know. I'm super curious about this one. And finally in the news, the Metaverse VR headset got a little sneak peek, and honestly, it fails to impress. With the success of Oculus Quest 2, now Meta Quest 2, its follow-up should have been an easy slam dunk win. All they had to do was what they promised, take everything that made Quest amazing, add more features, and improve specs. But in a Facebook video, we were given our first look at the headset, a mixed reality game, and it all lasts about a minute. We barely see anything, the headset is blurred out, it's kind of like watching a crappy vlog, but like, it's supposed to be a mega corporation who's selling us the next big thing in VR. In fact, out of all of it, the one big takeaway I had was it still looks like recording VR sucks, which is an issue for me because I would love to do more VR recording stuff for you. You keep asking for it. At the moment, the VR and metaverse initiatives by Meta simply can't find their sweet spot. It's either a presentation that seems so corporatized and micromanaged, or whatever this video is, instead of just doing a well-made, honest look at the product, which to me screams it's not ready yet, and we're not going to see it for a while, and all this is just hype. Speaking of hype, Patreon.com/Jesse Cox, so you can get hype just like Seth C, Perry Splitsozer, and Liana Lee. That's it for me. Thank you all so much. I will see you tomorrow for another episode of 5 Minute Gaming News.